Now that you're leaving, you still won't tell me what's locked away in your box?
留一个悬念不好吗？
No.
当一切真相都展露在阳光之下，故事也就要终结了呀。
Don't be so secretive. Just tell me. It might be a picture of me at the last Christmas party. Are you taking... I tried to play off that SpongeBob reference. I really did. We're back again to play some games. We are back. Y'all see the name. This has been a very highly requested gameplay. But I have to tell y'all, I have played. I have played. I even made a short video about it. Okay, so I beta tested the game. So during the beta testing, there was only 4 chapters allowed or up. And so I did 2.5 chapters. And I don't plan on playing this on the channel unless it does really well. I'm talking like 100 comments, 100 likes. Unless that happens, then I don't think I'm going to play this on the channel because this game has a lot of reading. Like an extra amount of reading because you also are investigating. It's like an ace attorney / romance. So there's a lot of extra reading. I'm actually going to go about this a little different. I'm only going to read stuff that doesn't have voice lines. Usually I read all of it, but like I said, too much reading. So there's going to be points where I'm not reading at all. Anyway, so before we start, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on all my social media. It's all in the description below, and we can get started. Chemical Material Depot, Stellis Industrial Zone. In the early morning hours, a ruckus breaks the quiet of the night. A group of off-duty warehouse managers had opened the material depot's gates. They're busy remotely controlling the freight robots, loading barrels of raw material into the truck. These warehouses are like the stereotypical evil something's always happening here. Something evil is always being plotted here. It's like the criminal place to be.
毒牙，调查进度如何？
The one caught Raven is hiding behind a container, gently adjusting the knobs on his night vision goggles. The image on his viewfinder switches to thermal imaging mode, detailed with lines of incomprehensible readings.
毒牙回话，是出问题了吗？
Raven gives his in-ear communicator 3 taps, signaling his need for electromagnetic silence. The other side immediately falls silent.
大半夜的太折腾人了，有什么事不能明早再说吗？快闭嘴吧你，多干活少说话。
Don't be rude. All he did is ask a question. You know you don't want to be here either.
哎，你说，徐部长到底去哪儿了？他之前叫你闭嘴，听不懂人话是吧？
So rude. You got a mean coworker. After being scolded, the warehouse worker shrugs and doesn't say another word. So I'll be throwing hands. Soon they finish loading the truck and drive away. The opening of the gates and the conversation of the workers are all fuzzily transmitted to Raven's headset. He frowns, possibly because he learned something from what he heard. Or perhaps he's displeased with his headset's poor output quality.
出库异常。
Abnormal outbound shipments. His fingers darted across the screen of the smart terminal on his wrist, bringing up information on the warehouse. Raven taps on his communicator again, sending out his last transmission of the night.
何印、亚宁未见异常，标记海奥森。
Harrison. Tag Harrison. Whatever that means. Without waiting for a response from his communicator, Raven turns around and jumps vanishing into the night. Like a spy. Outside the law firm. Saturday morning, the office building in the central business district are starkly silent in contrast to the bustle of the weekdays. Should I buy some dessert first? I'm already putting in extra hours for exam study, so I'll treat myself to something nice. You turn around in front of the building, but a delivery man suddenly comes out of nowhere, stopping you dead in your tracks.
请问，米斯律师事务所是在这栋楼里吗？
Not Timmy, Temis. Get it right. Courier? I never knew how to say that word. His shirt says Pax. Does he work for Pax? Pax and Crimson, he said? Raven said? Anyway, it's Temis, law firm. Are you looking for someone? The name of the Greek goddess of law is hard to pronounce. Celestine chose a good name, but it doesn't translate well into speech.
左然在这里工作吗？有他的快递。
Artem Wing, I know him. Mr. Wing's likely not in since it's the weekend. Can I sign for the package instead? I'm also an attorney at Temis. I can show you my identification.
按理说是要本人签收的，但您是律师，值得信任，就拜托您转交了。
That is not a good... I could, whatever. Do what you want, guy. If you trust me, go ahead. I could have definitely stole that. It's heavy. I better put this in the office before heading out. Artem's office. So heavy. And is it more case files? Can't they send those electronically? Huh? Mr. Wink? Wow. Is this really the Artem that you know? Your superior at Temis, the youngest senior attorney in the field, that Artem Wing. Golly. He slouches in his leather chair. The gentle morning light shines on his face but fails to mask his fatigue. His current state is reminiscent of an exhausted traveler who had returned from a long and arduous journey. Mr. Wing.
啊，是你。
Yeah, it's me. I'm sorry for not knocking. I didn't know you were here. Artem loosens his tie and sighs. Right now it serves more of a shackle than anything else. Let me make this go away. Look at you. Golly. Them baby blues. Now this is the scene. Let me just... There we go. You still look good after all these months. Okay, I'm done.
没关系。
Mr. Wing, you don't look too well. How are you feeling? Artem rubbed his temples, his brows furrowed.
啊，还好，我没事。
I'm fine. Are you really? His voice is a bit coarse. It's not hard to see that he's mustering strength simply to talk to me. Let me pour you a cup of coffee. I'll put your package on the table here.
有劳了。
This is a nice office. I would work here. But I don't want to be a lawyer. Attorney. A lawyer and attorney? Same thing, I think. You must have pulled an all-nighter. He must have pulled an all-nighter. That X note on the desk. Is it a new case? A senior attorney like him is working this hard, so I need to do the same. I must pass my advancement exam. The aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafts over the coffee machine. As soon as you finish preparing Artem's coffee, you hear a device vibrating. The sound came from a table next to the coffee machine. The light screen shows a news push notification. I remember what to do if I can just turn it the right way. There we go. A fan sticker? Isn't this the celebrity that Kiki's been obsessed with lately? Looks like this belongs to her. She's so scatterbrained, she must be searching for a tablet at home like crazy. S&J Jewelry wins astronomical copyright lawsuit. In the news push notification. S&J is Artem's client. He won another case. Okay, that's impressive. I heard copyright stuff is like really hard. I've never heard of Artem losing a case. Yet the media says he has a 99% win rate. Did he lose a case before joining Themis? I would like to know more about that. I can't unlock it with my fingerprint. You're about to put the tablet down when another push notification lights up the screen. Crimson Biotech reveals new anti-cancer drug, leaving its name in medical history. Another new drug. Many large financial corporations have invested in pharmaceutical research and development these past 2 years. Aside from Crimson Biotech, the Pax Pharmaceutical, is also impressive. The market's fiercely competitive, but that's a good thing for the patients. Not all the time. I did an essay about painkillers. And it was very competitive. And it wasn't always good for patients. But I could be wrong. I kind of BS that essay. I got an A though. Mr. Wing, your coffee's ready. Golly! So now he fixed everything. He's all straightened up. His little jewelry is connected to his tie again. His watch look good. You look rich. But also, it's like this is like futuristic. That's cool. Anyway, distracted. Thanks. When you return, Artem has already regained his composure. He's intently reading case files, occasionally writing notes with his fountain pen. Upon seeing the open package in the recycling bin, you suspect that he started a new case. Carefully avoiding the files on his desk, you sit down the coffee near him. Is it an urgent case? Maybe you should take a break first.
不用。
No need. I have to say, when I first saw him, he gives off, well, just looking at appearance alone, you would think that he's kind of snobby, kind of CEO type of snobby. But he's actually very kind from what I've seen so far. And from right now. He's smiling at us. He's a nice guy so far. I can't say that about another character. I don't like him. Maybe I just have a problem with doctors or scientists. Because that seems to be a theme going on recently. No need.
今天休息，你怎么来了？
It's Saturday. Why are you in? I'm preparing for our advancement exam. It's easier to accept reference material here.
如果需要帮助，可以来找我，我今天都在。
See? He's so nice. And beautiful. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Wing. Golly. Mr. Wing, you haven't eaten yet, have you? I was about to go by. The doorbell downstairs suddenly rings.
有客人，
A client? I'll take a look.
如果接待不了，可以带到我办公室来。
I got it. Will do. At the law firm's entrance, a man and a woman are arguing.
薛欣然，那老头子都认命了，你又何必多此一举呢？找律师也只是花冤枉钱而已。
Oh, I remember this guy. Trash. Trash.
你要真有心，不如买我们美味咖的公关服务，保证把清平私房菜洗得白白净净的。
我呸！卢海洋，你睁眼说瞎话！ 美味咖就是想榨取商户手里的钱而已，什么时候真心为商户考虑过？
The man named Pedro suddenly steps forward and grabs Winnie by the wrist. We don't play that around here. Pedro. We don't play that around here.
薛欣然，你
We'll
说话
sue you.
小心点儿。我们公司可是有背景的，不是你一个乡下丫头惹得起的。
We don't fight. We sue in this game. Sir, this is a law firm. I request you act more respectfully. You step in between the two, shielding Winnie. The hand that feeds. Back up, Pedro. Back up. I'll sue. Your appearance makes Pedro hesitate. He stops quarreling and swiftly leaves the premises. As soon as he leaves, Winnie collapses onto the floor. You hurriedly contact Artem, and the two of you help her into the law firm. We got you, Winnie. Those chairs look like eggs. Are you feeling better, or do you need to visit the hospital?
我没事，只是有些低血糖。
You say so. Artem walks over with a mug and places it in front of Winnie.
热巧克力，喝了会舒服一些。
Hot chocolate. You'll feel better after drinking it.
谢谢。我叫薛欣然，今天来是想为清平私房菜请一位律师。
Winnie Cooper. Okay. Penny's Comfort Foods? Isn't that the high-end private restaurant that's under fire because of a recent food poisoning incident?
热搜上都是胡说的。
Everything online is a lie.
方爷爷是为了纪念去世的妻子才开了这家店，经营了25年，口碑一直很好。这次的食物中毒应该只是意外。
薛女士，你口中的方爷爷是什么人？与你是什么关系？
方爷爷名叫方远，是清平私房菜的老板，也是我的资助人。
He opened it for his wife? In remembrance of his wife? That's sweet. Your sponsor?
方爷爷多年来一直资助贫困学生，我是其中之一。
Oh, that's also very sweet.
没有方爷爷，我是考不上未名师范大学的。
你今天来律所，是已经有顾客向法院提起诉讼了？
是的，方爷爷本来是愿意赔钱的，但顾客趁机敲诈，开出天价，被方爷爷拒绝了。
How much money?
于是顾客们就联合起来，从巴德尔律师事务所请了律师，起诉了方爷爷。
Balder Legal Office. Balder again. Balder Legal Office is the largest law firm in Stellis. After two of their aces lost to Artem, Balder marked Themis as his archenemy and has targeted the firm at every opportunity. Ignoring Balder's grudge only seemed to bruise his ego even more.
方爷爷被他们气得心脏病都要犯了。
Well, we better
但因为巴德
help.
尔律所的行为，他对律师相当反感，执意不肯请律师出庭。
Balder's lawyers left a bad taste in his mouth, so he won't hire any to defend himself.
可下周3就要开庭了，没有律师的话，我们就算有理也说不清了。
Next Wednesday. We better get started then.
我们真的该怎么说呢？
I got you, girl. I got you. Leave this to me. Winnie, take a deep breath. Can you answer some questions for me so we can sort out everything that happened?
好，
Okay. Okay, this is what I was talking about. There's a lot of reading here. So, a person arguing at the front. Who was the man you were arguing with at the front?
他叫卢海洋，是美味咖的销售经理。
Pedro Brooks, sales manager at Delicart. Got it. Delicart? The food review app?
没错，就是那个 APP。
This has something to do with Delicart.
本来是无关的，但卢海洋听到风声，就跑上门来推销美味咖的公关服务，没少骚扰方爷爷。
老头儿
Okay.
你这餐厅菜里有毒是实打实的，真要打官司，多赔钱不说，餐厅的口碑就彻底完了。你要是信我呢，就买我们美味咖的公关服务，顾客撤诉，口碑洗白，我帮你一条龙搞定。
Okay. He's suspicious. He's so sure that he can make it all go away. In this deli cart. I heard that company has plans to go public soon. This ought to be a delicate time for them.
牵扯进走向不明的热点时事，会给上市计划带来风险，并非明智之举。卢海洋找上餐厅是他的个人行为，还是美味咖官方授意的？
这就不清楚了。那家公司本就不干净，卢海洋也不是第一次骚扰方爷爷了。
Okay. Isn't the first time. Pedro, you a mess. Not the first time. Past encounters, yeah. You said that this wasn't the first time that Delicar or Pedro harassed Mr. Green. Can you elaborate?
卢海洋负责方爷爷餐厅所在片区的销售。以前他为了自己的业绩指标，3天2头骚扰方爷爷买高级会员，但会员费太贵了，方爷爷还要省下钱来资助学生，就拒绝了卢海洋。
Okay, that makes sense. He's a good guy. So Grandpa Vern turned him down to save the money for helping disadvantaged students.
卢海洋完不成指标，被公司罚了，就因此恨上了方爷爷，还找了水军在美味咖上刷餐厅的差评。这次出事故，他可没少幸灾乐祸。
简而言之，卢海洋与方远之间是存在利害冲突的。餐厅出事，为卢海洋创造了获利的机会。
Do you suspect that Mr. Brooke is somehow connected in the incident?
正常排查而已。
We need to consider all possibilities. Details on the incident. When did the incident occur?
是2周前的周5中午。
Friday noon, 2 weeks ago.
我老婆中午在你们这儿和同事吃个饭，下午就上吐下泻不止，肯定是你们的食材有问题。
Diarrhea.
我儿子和儿媳妇也是一样的，是不是私房菜馆啊？我看你们是用死鱼烂虾做菜的吧，赚的都是黑心钱。
发票病历我可都留着呢，食品安全部门的人马上就到，等查出证据来，看你们怎么狡辩。
对，那锅海鱼豆腐汤呢，可别让他们给倒了，毁尸啊，不对，销毁证据。
Chill.
那天一共有6位客人出现了食物中毒症状，他们都点了海鱼豆腐汤。
6 customers who had the seafood tofu soup showed symptoms of food poisoning that day. Okay, 6 customers.
食品安全部门在做
Those
好
are
专
the
用的山
relatives
泉
that
水
showed
里
up.
检测出了杀虫药粉成分，认为是餐厅管理疏漏造成了事故。
The Food Safety Bureau found traces of insecticide in the spring water used to make the soup.
这是事故鉴定报告。
Thank you. We're gonna use that stuff in court. Insecticide. See what I mean? See all that reading? And there's even more reading.
餐厅的害虫消杀工作
We'd be here
是请
forever.
专业公司做的，还是自己买药？
方爷爷说，是他让帮工去买的杀虫药粉，就在案发那周的周一。
现在市面上的杀虫药粉大多是对人体无害的，具有强烈毒性的药粉反而不好买。但如果是帮工擅作主张或不小心买错了，
并在撒药时混入泉水，则可以认定是帮工失职。
If that's the case, Mr. Green could claim compensation from the caretaker to cover some of his losses.
方爷爷说，杀虫药粉是他撒的，会误入山泉水，是因为他年纪大了，眼花手抖，没注意。
But is that something that happens by mistake? Is that something that happens by mistake? How easy is it to accidentally put insecticide in some water? Depending on how you contain the water. Because he's old and his hands shake.
撒的时候没注意，事后却十分肯定是自己的误操作，这不合常理。
Employees' whereabouts. Being able to buy a toxic Being able to buy a toxic insecticide is suspicious in and of itself. Did any of the restaurant employees demonstrate abnormal behavior after the incident?
异常行为。
Abnormal behavior?
比如说，突然购买了远超消费水平的物品，突然富裕起来。
这个好像没有吧？方爷爷的餐厅不大，他自己是主厨，此外就招了一个服务员和一个帮工。
Something suspicious is going on. I mean, I know what's going on, but y'all don't. Y'all do probably. Most of you guys probably do.
出事之后，那2个员工唯恐牵连自己，就找了借口辞职换了新东家，还是给人打工谋生的。
So they ran away? They abandoned him? They came up with reasons to resign and work elsewhere. Dang. How are the victims now?
都已经痊愈了，这是医院提供的病历。
Thank you. That's 2 pieces of evidence. All 6 of them ate at the restaurant and had severe diarrhea afterwards. But that's as bad as it got.
他们中没有人住院，因为赶上周末，也几乎都没耽误工作。这种情况下，却要方爷爷每人赔偿20万，太过分了。
That's... Give me a second. 6 people, correct? All 6 people want $30,000 times 6. They want him to pay $180,000 in total. But this game is in Chinese, so let me look up something. That's absurd. I agree.
食物中毒的赔偿金额
For a little
在法律上是
diarrhea?
有计算标准的，法官不会允许
I
人
mean, I
高
guess
卖
it
肥
could
羊
have
价。
killed them. But they didn't die, so they're good. Compensation for food poisoning has a legal standard, so the judge won't allow the plaintiff to extort the defendant.
那就好，那就好。
Last one. You said Mr. Green supported a lot of financial disadvantaged students. How long has he been doing that?
好像方奶奶还在的时候就开始了，有20多年了。
Most of the students he helped probably have families and jobs now.
是的，他们很多人都在未名市扎根了，过得很好。
That's good.
其实我也算是能自立了呢。上个月我拿到了未名师范大学的录取通知书，还有全额奖学金，就想着先来未名市打工。我也不能永远依靠方爷爷的，是吧？
You have my respect, Winnie. Though Mr. Green's charity work isn't directly relevant, it demonstrates he's a good man and not some shady profiteer. If the court finds him guilty of negligence, this information can reduce Mr. Green's payout and keep his restaurant's reputation intact. Winnie, can you ask some of the students that Mr. Green helped to appear in court?
其实事故发生后，我不是没想过找方爷爷资助过的人帮
Don't
忙。
tell me they don't want to help.
可 好一点的说是愿意给钱，就当还了方爷爷当年的资助。
The better of the bunch offered money to pay back to Grandpa Vern's help.
可还有些人，居然也跟着网上的人一起指责方爷爷。
But some even criticized Grandpa Vern like the mobs online.
他们都说方爷爷是老糊涂了才酿成事故，说我去求助是替方爷爷谢恩图报。我真的不是这个意思。
不想沾上麻烦也是人之常情，不能勉强。
Okay, we're done. But see, that's what I was talking about. There's a lot of
是
reading.
1个多月，打工之余偶尔去照顾方爷爷，和案子相关的事也就知道这些了。
大致情况我们已经了解了，但还需要去餐厅实地取证。在此之前，需要先签订委托代理协议。但薛女士，你不是餐厅的所有者或经营者，无权替餐厅委托律师出庭。
这样啊。
Mr. Green might be less angry now. How about I visit him and try to convince him to accept an attorney's help?
你想接这个案子？
Yes, I got this. Trust me. I do. Mr. Green has sponsored underprivileged students for all these years, giving hope to those who need it. Now he's the one in a difficult situation. Someone should stand up for him like Winnie here. I got this, Artem. Leave this to me. On top of that, commercial and economic law are my areas of expertise.
好，那这个案子就交给你了。需要任何支持都可以找我。
Got it. I'll call you if I need you. Thanks a lot, Mr. Wing.
那个，
I got this, Winnie. Leave this to me. I'm a professional. Are you concerned, Winnie? I'm not a senior attorney like Mr. Wing, but...
不，我不是这个意思，你千万不要误会。
Winnie takes out an envelope from her canvas purse, and Charlie hands it to you and Artem. You open up the envelope and find a stack of bills inside. With the popularity of electronic payments, people rarely use physical money nowadays. But Winnie...
这是我爸妈给我凑的生活费，和我这个月打工挣的钱，都在这了。
It's the money my parents gave me for living expenses, along with my salary this month. Dang, girl.
方爷爷的积蓄大多都用来资助学生了，还要准备事故赔款。他年纪大了，心脏又不好，不能受累。
He's old and his heart isn't doing too well.
如果可以的话，我愿意打工，分期支付律师费。不知道这样做，你们能不能接受？
Winnie, you are a good person. The light envelope suddenly feels weighty in your hands. Artem takes the envelope from you and hands it back to Winnie with a gentle smile. A rare sight.
不必担心，
This is why
赫
I'm
密
being
斯
so
律
kind.
所有专门的司法援助基金，只要你们符合要求，律师费是可以减免的。
Don't worry. If you qualify for Tema's legal aid, our fees can be reduced or waived.
真的吗？
Really? Mr. Wing's a senior partner here and essentially one of the bosses. You can trust what he says.
那真是太感谢了。之前顾虑方爷爷的心情，我还请了一位侦探来调查，他也说让我不必担心钱的问题。
Thank you so much. I had hired a private detective without Grandpa Vern's knowledge, and he also told me that I don't have to worry about payment.
魏明氏还是好人多呢。
There are so many nice people in Stellis. Artem's phone suddenly rings. After seeing the caller ID, the expression on his face changes, and he seems to be a bit restless.
不好意思，失陪。
Please excuse me. After apologizing to Winnie, Artem rushes out of the room. Bye. Since there isn't much time, you want to act sooner rather than later. We should really get a move on, since the trial is set for next Wednesday. Let's go visit Mr. Green at the restaurant.
好的，餐厅就在 CBD， 离这里不远。
Okay, his restaurant is in the central business district, not too far from here. Artem still hasn't come out of his office. You text him where you're going and then take off with Winnie. Did some trouble pop up for him? I hope everything goes well. In his office, Artem was furiously talking on his phone.
仅凭一封邮件就认定老师背叛 N2X， 是我无法接受。我们三人都各有立场，谁都无法保证公正。既然如此，我会引入一位新人一起调查。
Me? I'll bring in a new member to aid the investigation. Me?
如果有合适的人选，我会让莫弈进行心理评估。
Vin. I remember Vin. Don't like him. I'll have Vin conduct a psychological evaluation. Okay, this will be our last one. Winnie, the entrance is in the alley? Suspicious. When you had approached the restaurant's location, Winnie had suddenly pulled you into an alley.
叫我欣然就好。方爷爷是把自家1楼改建成了餐厅，所以大门并没有在商业街的大路上。
Grandpa Vern renovates the first floor of his house into the restaurant, so it's not on one of the main streets. Even the alley is well kept, probably because it's the location in the central business district. This town is weird. Dadi Wadi. Rody Trollo. Ofer.
前面转过去就到了。怎么样？这里的茶花是不是很漂亮？这都是方爷爷为妻子种的。
Yeah, they good. I like them. Grandpa Vern planted them for his wife. That's sweet. I see. Mr. Green really loved his wife, didn't he? Upon turning the corner, you freeze. You see someone you used to know all too well, but is now almost a stranger. He was an integral part of your youth, but he vanished from your life 8 years ago without a trace. Childhood friend? Luke? He turns towards your voice and is visibly surprised, but then his coral eyes reflect the happiness in his heart.
是你？是你吗？
Bring it in, Luke. Bring it in. It's been a couple of months since I've seen you. Bring it in. Sherlock? Lauren, is it really you? Where's my hug? He runs towards you. His sunny smile instantly takes you back to the afternoon 8 years ago. Luke, I told you to sit on the windowsill while reading. What if you fall?
抱歉，我在想事情，就习惯性的坐上来了。
Excuses. The warm afternoon breeze sweeps through the treetops. Languid birds perch at the branch and lazily chirp. The teenager's melancholic voice dusts off your mental cobwebs, and the memory becomes clearer. Going to National Central University, right? Mom called me this afternoon and spilled the beans. She said you wouldn't be coming to school anymore. So you smart, huh?
是啊，我被首都大学少年班录取了，下周就要去首都了。
Golly. That necklace. Okay. That necklace has appeared a couple times so far. Yeah, I got it. I'm going to be in the capital next week. It's your first year of high school and you made it into the country's best uni. You're amazing. So he's literally skipping freshman year and going straight to university? You a genius.
一直盯着我的脸做什么？
You don't seem too happy. Do you not like university major?
还好啦，是生物工程。如果我母亲知道，应该会很开心吧。
But
可是，
but
我们还从没分开这么远过。你要努力，争取2年后来首都找我。
I'm not going to the capital. I want to study law, and Stellis University is known for their law school. Now that you're leaving, you still won't tell me what's locked away in your box?
留一个悬念不好吗？
No.
当一切真相都展露在阳光之下，故事也就要终结了呀。
Don't be so secretive. Just tell me. It might be a picture of me at the last Christmas party. Are you taking... I tried to play off that SpongeBob reference. I really did. But I couldn't help but laugh. Are you taking the entire Sherlock Holmes collection with you?
不了，我打算放到我父母的房子里去。啊，钥匙留给你，你想看的话，随时可以去。
Nah. I'm leaving them at my parents' house. I'll leave you a key so you can read them whenever you want. Getting accepted into a National Central University is great news. Why'd you keep me in the dark?
是我拜托他们的，我没想好怎么和你说。这些年一直寄居在你家，添了不少麻烦。
You just didn't know how to say goodbye, did you? Hey, so you're saying we're now strangers just because you're going to university?
哎，你别生气，是我说错话了。
What else?
明明考上少年班的是我，怎么你比我还开心啊？
Because I'm happy for you. Just cause. Of course I'm happy. Now that your top student's leaving. Now that our top student's leaving, I can finally enjoy being top of the class.
就为这个？那你早说嘛，我可以让。
Just for that? If you told me earlier, I could have let... Hold it. I don't need you to let me have anything.
其实就算我不让你，等分班之后，你也会是文科第一的。
Give me my props.
我原本还可惜不能和你一个班了，哪知道。
Okay, cheer up. Early admissions is a good thing.
如果我们约好，每天都视频通话见个面，那异地上大学似乎也不算很糟糕了。
Okay, I promise I will. We did not FaceTime, did we? It's an old memory, but why does it feel like yesterday? Even though it's been 8 years, you still haven't forgotten that moment. What's good?
我真没想到能在这里见到你。这几年，你过得好吗？
I've been good. I've been working. You were about to ask him the same question, but he beat you to it. I've been great. How about you? There was no news of you after you left the capital. I didn't expect we'd meet again like this. Back then, my parents and I contacted National Central University, and they said that you were selected for a secret research. That's suspicious. That's very suspicious. What happened to you back then? You were supposed to FaceTime, but you didn't FaceTime me. A special research project, so...
是啊，那是个国家项目，保密级别很高的。
Yeah, it was a confidential national project.
实验期间，我是不能和外界联络的。这不，实验一结束我就回来了。我
Suspicious. And saying you didn't contact me? It's not like I changed my number.
我不是，我
Luke extended his hand forward, as if wanting to hold yours. When you two were little, this is how he asked for forgiveness whenever you were upset at him. But today, Luke is sweet too. I like Luke. Luke withdraws the outstretched hand and puts them behind his back.
我不是故意的，你原谅我，好吗？
It wasn't my choice. Can you forgive me? There's nothing to forgive. I'm not angry. I'm so happy to see you again.
真的吗？见到我，你真的很开心吗？
Really? You really are happy to see me? Yeah? In response to the excitement in your voice, Luke's tense body relaxes. Of course. Are you back for good? Or will you have to leave again? Luke's expression faltered for a moment, but he quickly smiles again. Don't leave, Luke. Don't leave. Yeah?
希望我留下吗？
Do you want me to stay? Yes. Look at you. I want you around. He reminds me of a puppy. A golden retriever. It's not like what I say matters. The country owns you now, doesn't it?
能，这一次我听你的。
Okay, we'll chat later. Let's talk about this, let's talk about why you're here. Is it... Your gaze happens to fall upon his Sherlock Holmes keychain. A thought hits you. The private detective that Wayne was talking about. It's you, isn't it? Okay, we're done. But like I said, if y'all really want to see me continue playing, then this video has to do well. 100 comments, 100 likes, something like that. And then I'll try. It won't have a set schedule. I'll just try to fit it in whenever I feel like it or whenever I can. But if y'all really want to see this, then I need a lot of interaction with the video. But that was fun. We still have 2 more boys to meet, by the way. But anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on my social media. It's always in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.